Are you struggling to find profitability trading Forex? I know I certainly did. I had 10 pairs on my watch list. I was up at 2 in the morning trying to trade on the West Coast, and it did not work for me. So I have a proposition for you guys, and I think you're going to like it. So if you are trading Forex, I bet it's because of the prop industry. That is my guess. And there's a better prop industry out there. It's the futures market. The futures market is centralized and it's regulated by the CME, unlike futures or Forex exchanges. So in this video, I'm going to break down why you guys should move over to futures and leave Forex in the dust. Now, if we look at these two charts, which one looks better to trade? This one is, stuck in this incredibly tight range. It looks like it's consolidating. There's wicks all over the place. I don't know how you find an entry. This one, on the other hand, you could buy and shut up, or you can just find your entries along the way and take it long. Now, I mean, it's clear to me which pattern I would rather trade. This is just a huge breakout and run, and this is just a consolidation. So the first reason why you should move to futures instead of Forex is you want to be trading trending markets, not consolidating markets. Now, going into number two, banks can manipulate the currency pairs because there are very few retail investors. How many of your guys' Roth IRAs or retirement plans are invested in the EU market or the GBP Canadian dollar? Nobody. Everybody's in the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, tech, stuff like that. So what that means is the people who are making the transactions and moving the market in the currency pairs are the banks. They're the ones that need to process these large scale transactions for whole countries, not to say that this isn't an extremely important market. However, is there a lot of edge in the currency market? I don't think there is. In the Market Wizards book, almost nobody is trading currencies. People are trading either grains and commodities, or they're trading futures markets and stocks. So that's another huge reason to move over. Now, Forex is known for stop hunts and liquidity grabs by large institutions. Since it's a decentralized market, liquidity providers can manipulate price action more easily to trigger retail stop losses before moving in the intended direction. How many people are looking in these, this is the 6-month chart. So how many people are looking for, breakouts here, and then they just get wicked back. It's all of these little stops here. There's a stop here, taken. There's a stop here, take, it's just a difficult market to trade. No, consolidating markets are very hard, and you need to really be a counter trend trader to trade those markets. Now, the indices and, the futures market, you can also trade natural gas, you can trade commodities, and those also, if we look at we can pull up the gold chart, and those are also, primarily up moving assets. So if we look at gold, boom, that looks even better than the S&P. Now, U.S. indices are subject to institutional influence. However, they trade on regulated exchanges with more transparency. Number three, this one is so important for the day traders: slippage and trade execution accuracy. I cannot tell you how many times I've been in a Forex trade where it looks something like this, and my take profits here, and the bar is literally through the candle on MT5. The level is passed. My take profit has been hit. However, I'm still struggling to get filled. And being slipped on the fill price is so important. If you're really in this game for the long term, you will find that commissions are going to cut into your costs as well as slippage. So this was just extremely frustrating. I was like, I hit the trade, but it's still not closing me out because of the lag. Whatever prop firm you're trading with, they might be screwing you over. You just don't want to deal with that. When I moved over to futures, I was in and out in an instant. It was like clockwork. I was exactly on the tick. There was never any problems with slippage or, being filled. Number four, Forex traders need to track multiple global markets, not just one economy. As a day trader, it's already hard enough trying to make a living against the smartest people in the world, the smartest supercomputers. Why add a complexity to your trading strategy where you need to watch EJ, GJ, and GCAD and ECAD and all these different pairs when I'm profitable. I watch one asset. I trade the S&P 500 futures market, which is ES. That's the ticker, ES exclamation point. I trade one market, and that's all I've traded for the last, almost year and few months. And lastly, again, because prop firms are such a important part of the day trading market right now, prop firms are more trustworthy with the futures market. Decentralized forex exchanges are known for not paying out their customers. They're known for, my forex funds. They got in a lawsuit because they were either slipping their customers, not giving them the proper fill prices. Like all these things came out in court, and everybody knows about it now, and that's why we don't trade CFDs in the United States. And if you live in the United States, there's no reason you should be trading CFDs. You should be in the futures market. You can still trade EJ, or no, you can trade EU and GU on the futures market. So if you still really want to, you can, but you don't have to trade it as a CFD, and you can trade it as a futures contract. So if you do still trade Forex, comment below why and what kind of strategy are you using to trade it.